What's up, Pro Okay, so check it out. Isaiah's hair, he's growing it out. Okay, so don't judge him. All right, he's going through.
If I see in the comments, you
I
guys.
swear, it's ridiculous. I don't know if you saw, but we posted a video about, Josh, testing my loyalty, whatever. And in that video,
My video.
In that video, I mentioned that I've been to jail, right? You know this.
I don't really know the story, but yeah, I know this.
Yeah, okay. And oh my God, so many comments. We're like, what do you mean? Zashia's been to jail, what for? Da, 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 da. So today we are going to do a story time. And I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know. One of the times.
She's not telling you guys the story, she's telling me the story.
I'm telling the story, period. So. Yeah. But first, we need to do a post notification gang, okay? Because we haven't done it.
No, Mom, do that again. It wasn't that. It has to be gang.
A post notification gang. How's that?
Perfect.
Okay, cool. Today's post notification gang shout out goes out to Sydney Bell. And she says, you guys are so great. When I'm down, I look at your guys' video and smile. Happy face, heart, hashtag post notification gang. Thank you so much, Sydney. That's awesome. We freaking love you. Oh my God, you're gonna make Isaiah cry. If you guys want a post notification gang shout out, all you gotta do is hit that bell so you can put on your post notifications, like, subscribe, and comment something below with a hashtag post notification. Right. So yeah, under hashtag post notification with your comments and you might get a shout out. But let's get into this story time, yeah?
This guy can dance.
Let's get into the stories. Let's get into the story time. So here we are. Welcome to...
Welcome to Storytime with the Zim family.
Okay, so as you guys know, I have been to jail, right? I don't like saying it. I was young, guys. Like, yo, I've been there, you know what I'm saying? Like,
been through it.
Start off with, I haven't been to jail only once.
What?
I've been to jail a couple of times, and one time was, me doing some stuff that I had to do with my, job or whatever. That was just this big, huge misunderstanding or whatever, right? I will not tell you about that one today. We could get into that one, but I'm not gonna tell you about that one today. What I'm gonna tell you about is the first time I've ever went to jail, okay? And it was ridiculous. For a ridiculous reason. Let me tell you why. So first off, all right? So you need to be very aware. When you start driving for real, listen up. Guys, when you start driving for real, you need to pay attention to if your license is suspended, if you have tickets, if you don't, you just need to pay attention to your driving record. Be as careful as possible because this is what happened to me.
I'm the best driver, so.
You're not. You've driven once. You'll be all right.
On the street. I've practiced before.
Okay. First off, my road rage was ridiculous. Okay. I am 5'2", all right? And I used to get out the car when people cut me off or whatever, when I was upset, and I would bang on people's window. Don't ever do that, okay? Because you don't know if people have a weapon or whatever, or what they're on that day or whatever. I've changed a lot. And by a lot, I mean a lot. Like, I literally don't have any road rage at all whatsoever. Road rage. But anyways, that being said, I was a speed demon. Like, I literally just 90 miles an hour anywhere I went, like in the streets of Miami, just zooming crazy. And I got a lot of tickets. I don't know how they didn't just take me to jail right then and there, but they didn't. So I got a lot of tickets, and getting a lot of tickets, when you get a lot of tickets, the state basically says, or the cop basically says, like, bro, you're not learning your lesson, so I'm taking your license away from you. So my license was suspended. I've gotten my license suspended a couple of times, I'm not gonna lie to you. I went to jail because I was driving with a suspended license, but wait.
But
So I was driving with a suspended license. Mind you, I'm driving, chilling. Yo, why was I so reckless? Isaiah, you are like my complete opposite. You are so cautious. You're like, no, Mom, I don't think we should do that. Mom, that's not a good idea. I was so, Mom, I don't understand how you like put up with me. I don't know. Yo, I gave my mom so many gray hairs. It's crazy. So I was so reckless. I didn't care about nothing. I literally was just driving, cruising the streets, speeding like usual, chilling. Mom, listening to my stuff. Like, yeah, we out here, windows down, chilling, like, right? And then whoop whoop, freaking cop behind me. I'm like, dang.
Was I in the car or not?
You were not in the car. One thing that I didn't do was speed when you were in the car. I got road rage when you were in the car, but I didn't speed. So what? What you gotta say?
Alright, never mind. Because I was about to say, like, is 70 speeding? But, like, nah, that's like the normal out there.
No, 70 is speeding.
No, it's a normal out there.
Not in Miami. But anyway, okay, so whoop whoop, cop behind me. Ma'am, you were speeding. You know why I pulled you over? I look at him like...
You just told me.
No, this is beforehand.
Oh.
So I look at him like he's, duh. I was going like 100. But I'm like, no, officer. Oh, hello.
We're trying to do something here, bro. Like,
we're trying to record.
Sorry. What are you doing?
I'm recording a story time video because we got a lot of comments on
Story
that
time
one.
about what?
About me going to jail.
Dad.
What?
What?
You just letting it all out there?
Well, I mean, yo. They gotta know. They were asking.
Alright.
Okay. So whoop whoop pulls me over. He looks at me. You know why I pulled you over? I'm like,
You gotta be like, I don't know. Tell me.
I'm not
You tell
sure,
me.
officer. Why?
You're the one that pulled me
Well,
over.
you were going 30 miles over the speed limit. I'm like,
What are you doing
oh
going
my
so
god.
fast?
Okay, first of all,
Why are you going 30
Go
miles?
right. I was having a
She was like-
conversation.
Yo, you're probably listening to music.
Heck yeah, I was listening
Yeah.
to music. I was listening to like rock or something. I don't know. Okay, so while you were going 30 miles over the speed limit, I'm like, oh my gosh, really? Yes, can I get your license and registration? So in my mind, I'm like, fine, you can get my license and registration, whatever. Right? I pull it out and give it to him. I swear, I was so clueless, okay? My mother had to like take care of everything for me. Like my mother literally was just like, I need to make sure all her stuff is in order because I didn't even know my license was suspended, but whatever. I gave it to him and he comes back, ma'am, did you know that your license was suspended? So half of me kinda knew.
So you weren't clueless.
It was kind of like a flippable coin, like, I'm like,
It
could be
suspended. I don't know.
Like, I don't know, right? It could be, but it could be straight, you know?
So you're not gonna say anything. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say anything, right? I'm like, oh, what?
You went to the freaking passenger seat.
I'm like, suspended? Don't stop. What? And he's like, looking at me like I'm freaking stupid, right? He's like, yes, your license is suspended. I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, well, what do I do? I'm like, well, he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, okay, so I guess like, what, do I get a ticket? Like, I need to go home. No, he literally takes my license, doesn't give it back to me. He takes it and then says to me that I need to call a tow truck, that I can't drive. I was like, what? Do you know how expensive a tow truck is? So I was crying. I was boo-hoo crying.
How old were you?
I was probably like 20 and I was like, no, I was crying my eyes out. I'm like, listen, look, like I'm not far from my house. I will get off in this exit. I'll get off the highway. I won't speed. And he's like, how far are you from your house? Okay, in Miami, Homestead is like down at the bottom and like North Miami is like all the way up here. It was like 45 minutes away from each other. I was in North Miami. My house is all the way down
So
here.
you said you're not that far from
And I said, I'm literally 3 minutes away. I am literally 3 minutes away from my house, officer. If I get off this exit, I can literally go to my mom's house, right? I can go to my mom's house and, you know, she can take me home. And he was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and let you do that. But he gave me a ticket and he said, you need to show up in court, blah, blah, blah. So I left.
Oh, so
Wait.
he let you go?
He let me know.
Bro.
Look, do not take
Cops.
advantage of the police in your area, okay? But this guy was extremely nice and he knew that I was panicking. But whatever. So I drove home and I drove home extremely cautious and slow and made sure I didn't get pulled over again. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I just got a ticket, you know what I'm saying? So months pass.
Wait, so when you show up in court, does the officer that gave you that ticket in court too?
Yeah.
Dang, he was like,
No. So yeah, in Miami, when you show up in court, if the officer goes to plead his case and against you, and you have to go to plead your case, and it's either dismissed or you have to pay a fine or whatever, right? If the cop doesn't show up, the case is automatically dismissed, depending on the case, right? And I'm sure, like, a lot of the times cops don't show up. But months pass, my court date, I never set a court date. They set it for me. I never show up to court, okay? Ever. Then one day I'm home, Isaiah is in daycare, okay? And I'm cooking, I'm doing something. There's no one in the house. I'm cooking or whatever and knock on my door. Police officer is at my door. And I'm like, okay. So I open the door happy. Hi, officer. How are you? How can I help you? Yes. Do you know you have a...
Well, you have a warrant for your arrest?
He looked at the paper and he's like, do you know you have a warrant out for your arrest? And I'm like, what? That sounds so delinquent. That sounds so bad. Like, I have a warrant out for my arrest, bro. Do you, like, you see me, see me? Like, come on.
Like, I literally just said, good morning, officer.
Like, do you see me? Like, come on, look at me. Do I look like I have a warrant out for my arrest, right?
And your license, you're probably like,
my license, I look like them. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what? What for? He basically explained to me that if you don't show up in court, you get a warrant out for your arrest. Like, you're delinquent, right? And I'm like, dang. I'm like, what is that? He's like, it's a misdemeanor, but I need to take you in. Yo, I started crying. I was like, no way, are you serious? And he was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like, oh my God. He was so nice. Let me tell you something, okay? Officer, if you watch my YouTube videos, you came to my door and you were so nice and you were so patient and so understanding. He literally explained everything to me. He took the time to explain it, what happened, why it happened. And like, as a kid, like I was still a kid. I feel like 20 is still a kid, but whatever. Like, I was just so appreciative. Like this officer, I wish I know his name, but he basically was like, look, you can't wear any shoes with laces. You can't wear any bras with like the little metal piece in them or whatever. He's like, you gotta wear a sports bra, some slip-on shoes, maybe sandals, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, so you're not just gonna take me in? He was like, no, I'll give you time to like change and, you know, find the correct stuff to wear, because, you know, it's really uncomfortable if you have to like strip and all this stuff, whatever. So he literally waited for me to change into some clothes and like, yo, come on, I'm telling the story, not you.
I remember this now.
Okay, it was so scary, y'all.
Were you in handcuffs?
I was in handcuffs.
Like, I'm gonna have to.
Yo, my neighbors saw me and everything. It was so. I'm not gonna lie. I've been in the back of a cop car one time before that because I was skipping school. I was a bad kid. Don't follow after me. You are doing really well. All right, so I'm in the back of this cop car. He takes me in. All right, I have to do like mug shots, bro. Like, they asked me.
Did you do the Harley Quinn or did you do the?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I really wanted to smile in my mug shots, but I felt like it was inappropriate, right? So I was like, yo, you wanna know the scariest thing? Okay, so in jail, not in prison, in jail, it's male and female, right? So I was walking and these big, mean looking dudes were like banging on the freaking window like, hey, honey, hey, sexy, like all that. I'm like, look forward, don't look at them, please don't look at them, they're gonna hurt me, oh my God, right? And so I went, I did my mugshots, they fingerprinted me, all that, like all my fingers. A female officer took me to a secluded area had me like take down my pants and like do all this. I don't want to get into detail, but it was just like checking me for like any weapons and stuff. It was really degrading. So then they throw me in this box of a freaking cell with like 3 other girls. No one talked to me. No one. Jail is not nice. It is a scary place where it is all just like metal, toilet. And in jail, it's not like they have like bunks and stuff. It's literally just like a big, long bench, like an all-around bench with like a toilet on the side. Like, so there was these 2 girls sitting on one side, and there was this one girl sitting in the middle, and then another part over here was empty. So I was like, let me go over here because it's away from everybody, you know? I was right next to the toilet. And then I came right before lunchtime. Mind you, I had to call my mom and tell her what happened. And she legit started laughing at me. She had to call my grandmother to lend her the money to bail me out. But they couldn't, they had to keep me for like the day or whatever. All right, so let me explain to you these girls, right? Okay, so there's one girl, she was this cool Mexican girl. She had like long hair, you know, she had like a couple face tattoos. She looked mean, but at the same time, she didn't look too mean. She was like super sweet, you know? There was this really tall black girl that was like sitting closest to me, right here. And then there was this other, like, she looked mixed. I guess she looked black, but she also looked Hispanic. And she was real quiet. She didn't say anything the entire time. Spanish girl was talking to me by the end or whatever. And then the black girl that was sitting next to me, she was tall, she was real pretty and just quiet. She looked mean, yo. She looked so mean, right? And I was sitting closest to her. So they brought us lunch. And lunch is like this bologna sandwich. And I mean like it's bread, bologna, and bread. That's it. No cheese, no nothing. And a little packet of mustard, right?
I want some mustard.
Right? I'm like, can you at least give me mayonnaise? Dang. All right, so, and then it came with a little, you know those school juices? Man, I used to love those things. So I was kind of excited. I'm not gonna. So, and then a little orange, you know, like one of those little cutie oranges that we get. So I'm eating my sandwich, everybody's eating or whatever, no one's talking to each other. And homegirl that's sitting next to me, yeah, gets up and grabs my orange.
Wait, so...
I felt like I was in a movie, bro.
Wait, you didn't let her, like, what happened?
No, she didn't, no one said nothing, okay? She took my orange, okay, without asking me. She took it, like literally stood up, took a step, leaned over, grabbed my orange. And she knew it was my orange. Her orange was already peeled up and eaten next to her. So I knew she wasn't mistaken. 1, because she ate hers already. And 2, because it's all the way over here, bro. It's not over there, right?
So what happened?
Bro. Oh my God, so I can't believe I'm telling these story. Okay, so basically she gets up and she gets my orange, she puts it out, she's about to peel it, right? So I had a decision to make. What do I do? So I either, okay, let her pump me and let her take this orange and just wait to see whenever it is that I get out of this place and just stick it out, or fight for my orange, right? And like earn my place here in this prison cell, right?
Wait, a cell or like?
It's a cell, yeah, it was a cell. But this cell, it wasn't like the bars, it was like it wasn't a glass, it was like a clear, like thick plastic door.
Okay, that's good.
Whatever. Point is, it was closed and it was dark. It was like freaking
which one did you pick? Which one did you pick?
So I chose to fight for my orange.
What happened? Tell me.
So listen. So mind you, this girl is legit like Josh's height, like tall. Josh is 6'2", but realistically, she's probably like 5'9", 6 foot around there, right? So she's a tall girl. She looked like a basketball player. Like she looked big. So I was scared. I was scared out of my mind. Okay, I was scared. I was like, I'm gonna get my butt kicked, straight up, whatever. But I chose the path to not get pumped. So if I get my butt kicked, fine. I went out swinging. I went out with pride, right? So I look at her. She's sitting down now. She's about to eat my orange. She's about to peel it open or whatever. So I'm looking at her, and she's not looking at me. And I'm just looking at her. So I'm like, all right, if she stands up, she's a lot bigger than me, right? So I decide to stand up on the chair, like on the bench, right? So I stand up on the bench and I was like, yo, give me my orange! I went crazy. I literally went crazy and I jumped on her and I just, give me She tried nothing. She was literally like, here, just take it. It was just like a really loud, and then like I heard doors slamming, and then it was so quick. It was literally like 30 seconds until 2 police officers came in, had to grab me off of this girl. Mind you, she didn't have any like extensions or anything. I literally had this girl like this.
Ah, dang.
I'm sorry. She already handed me my orange, but I didn't let go of her yet until they grabbed me. Exactly, they grabbed me off of her and they separated us into different cells. And they actually, 5 minutes later, they threw that other girl, the Spanish girl, in the cell with me too. I don't know why, but me and her, we started talking. I made friends with her. My mom came to pick me up maybe like that night. So I was there the day. Mm-hmm. And then I slept a little bit and it was like the middle of the night and I got picked up from her. And the other girl got bailed out too. So we kind of got out at the same time. I asked her if she needed a ride. She didn't need a ride. I remember you. Hi. Anyway.
She probably watches our videos. What's up?
What's up? And yeah, so that was my, first time in jail. So yeah, but listen.
That's crazy.
Okay, I might be laughing about it now because I know how much I've grown. I'm no longer this ghetto little kid that is just reckless and irresponsible. I've grown a lot. It's been 11 plus years or whatever. And please, 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 please take things seriously. Jail is not fun. I'm laughing about it now, but in that situation, in that moment, so many things could have gone wrong. Who knows? But I was really young and hot-headed. But just don't put yourself in that situation. Just do the right thing. I promise you, yes, a lot of people are going crazy with cops and trust and all this stuff, but rules are rules, man. They're not meant to be broken. So just do what you need to do to straighten everything out. But yeah. All right, guys. Make sure you
like, subscribe, comment, turn on post notifications. And if you want hashtag post notification gang,
I already said that.
I did.
Yeah. So we love you.
I'll say it again.
And yeah.